Hey, it's Ninja Boy. Welcome back once again to Soul Blazer. So, last time ended off right here in front of the house of the painting, and I need to go and equip Leo's brush. The paintbrush used to paint the picture, The World of Evil. And I'm dragged into the picture right away. And I do not need it equipped anymore, so switching off of it. So one thing I want to talk about a little bit is the story of the game. I never actually went over the background of the game and the story behind it. It's actually, I don't know, I really like the concept of the story itself, because what it is long time ago, pretty much right before the events of this game, there was a king who pretty much was money hungry. He was very greedy, and he was so driven by greed that he always looked around pretty much his kingdom to see how he could get more money. Well, one day he overheard a couple of his guards talking about a famous inventor named Dr. Leo. And he took it upon himself to pretty much kidnap Dr. Leo and have him build a device to get pretty much the Evil King Death Toll to appear, to strike a deal with him on how to get richer. Well, when he summoned Death Toll, they talked and struck a deal after days of every living creature that the king would bring Death Toll, he would in turn give him 1 piece of gold for every living creature. With that, the king went and had his guards round up every living creature and give them to Death Toll to get a piece of gold each. And every person was either turned into a servant of Death Toll or trapped in a monster lair because Death Toll didn't want them around, really. So it's a very unique story, in my opinion. I mean, similar things have been done before and probably have been done again. But, you know, I really like it. So that's the main story behind Soul Blazer, is your divine instrument, or I guess you're a being that is a divine instrument for a divine entity or deity, whatever you want to call it, whose job it is to turn around and free all of the creatures from these monster lairs, return them to their original form. So, as I said, I like the story. Very interesting in my opinion. And right here, we had some foreshadowing of this from one of the gem fairies. I'm going to call them fairies. I don't know if that's what they really are or not, or supposed to be. But they were talking about monsters that they could, or that you can't release with your current equipment. And that is this thing. As you can hear, when I hit it, it kind of makes a blur sound. And you can't do anything about it at this current moment. Over there you can see a monster lair that you can't get to. 1 monster lair remaining, and there's 1 enemy you cannot destroy. That will become useful later on. For now, it's not very important, but really, that's a very optional thing. You do not need it to beat the game. And the sword that you are able to get to kill these things is quite later in the game, but I will be coming back to show that off. So, that is something. And I released a goat. Another goat. Lots of goats. I'm trying to think of what the proper direction I want to go for these, because you have to do a few go against the conveyor belts to get places. And I believe this, I want to stand on the upper side, because if I don't, I will be hit by one of those creatures, the little metal guys. And here we go. Another tulip. This one is sleeping. You can tell because it's not moving, and all plants that are moving aren't asleep. So any plants that are not moving are asleep. And then the fake blocks, and okay, good. I'm not trapped in a. I was thinking I was trapped in a corner there. But there we go. Revive another boy. He will be useful in a little while. And I think there's one more. Well, two more. Oh no, one monster lair, yeah. So, don't have anything else I can do here. But I can go up here. Which, this is probably my least favorite part of this. Though, if you can get into a good spot, like right here. Oh, it only spawned like 3 of them. But you could see I was not being attacked at all. And here, I actually want to stand here and fire down and kill a good portion of them. And it doesn't matter if I take a couple hits, that's fine. And that will release a boy. So there's another boy. And I believe, yeah, there's one more, and I want to defeat this one. And then I want to go back. So if I can get into a good spot right here, not there, but it's like up slightly. Yeah, he'll throw a spear over me, and he'll just sit there continuously. So if you can find the perfect spot where the enemy AI can't actually get to you, you are perfect. But there we go. I have opened up as much as I can in here for what I have right now and enter this little warp, which allows me to go back to town. And I don't know if there is such a thing as reincarnation, even though I can't communicate with my husband, which is really weird because the goat is like, I don't know if there's reincarnation, but it was just reincarnated into a goat, his wife that died. The one who set me free, right? Come on, I'll show you around. Please follow me. This goat isn't really all that useful. You get him very, very late, and by this point, you have pretty much already figured most of this out. Though he does give some background as to why Lisa is alone, and Dr. Leo is not with her. The house at the top of the cliff contains a painting by Dr. Leo. The title of this painting is something like The World of Evil. Again, you already know that from the paintbrush, and it's kind of strange. And this house people constructed for the goats, I'm not terribly fond of it. Did see something on the ground near the corner of the fence. That was what I picked up at the beginning. A medical herb, which I did not actually need. But oh well. So down here, we have a sleeping tulip that I'm going to push and grab a pass. The other thing you can do is put it on, or use the dream rod on its petals. And then you can talk to him in my dreams. I can do anything, like, for example, create a gem. Monsters running all over Dr. Leo's painting cannot be defeated unless you have a special sword. Must find the special sword that can destroy metal. Return here once you have found the sword. And yeah, I want to go back. So I believe there was another fairy that told you the exact same thing, and for whatever reason, it puts you out right in front of the underground castle instead of next to the sleeping plant, which is kind of weird. But, oh well. So I'm going to go back down, and I'm going to talk to this boy. How's my pass? Well, okay, I'll give it to you. If you don't have the pass before you talk to him, he says he lost it, and he doesn't know where it is. I think he gives you a hint on pushing the tulip, but I already knew that you were supposed to do that, so I just did it. Here, you want to equip the pass. Oh, that pass, where did you find it? You can go inside now. And you have to move so the kid can get through. But, yes, you get up here, which seems completely useless, and I think it is, except you get a strange bottle. Yeah, if I remember right, that's all that you do here, is get the strange bottle. The strange bottle is kind of like the medical herb. The medical herb refills your HP if your life reaches 0. However, the strange bottle, you will not lose any gems should your life meter reach 0. I don't know why it's cut off right there, but yes. So what that means is if you have a medical herb, I haven't been paying attention on if my gems go down to 0 or not. I can't remember if they do if you have a medical herb, but if you die completely, you lose all your gems, and you return back to this place, and you get another shot and all that. So it's a good idea to have your medical herb equipped first. After that, switch to your strange bottle if you do use it. And what are my stats right now? My next level is at 1,000, so I'm a good bit of ways. And the reason I'm going back here yet again is, how can I help you? I want to record all your accomplishments. Yes, that is okay. Do you wish to continue? So that is how you save your game. I hadn't actually gone over that, but you talk to the Divine Power, and he saves your game. Okay, here, as I was saying earlier, you can crab walk while holding your sword. And what you really want to do is lure the guy kind of like over and then back towards the middle, and on the middle is where you want to hit him, but you want to make him go as far over as you possibly can to give yourself enough time to come up here, because then he'll stop, he'll fire. I shouldn't have done, because that allowed him to hit me. But yeah, if you can do it, you can kill him off rather quickly without a ton of trouble. I do not believe he gets faster, but you do want to avoid his diagonal shots. But doing it this way, this is one of the big things they hint at the crab walking, but they don't really specify that you can attack enemies by holding your sword out. So that was a trick I learned quite a while ago. Probably on my 3rd time playing through the game. I've played this game a lot, I should add, but well worth it. I love this game. So that is really the boss. He's actually extremely easy if you know how to do, or figure that out. But if you don't, he does take a lot of hits. So now I need to go into this place, go upstairs, and talk to the old man. I have been surrounded, or shrouded in darkness by darkness. In that darkness, I heard my best friend Leo told me to give this brownstone to a person named Ninja. Don't know what the brownstone looks like, but this is a stone that I received from him the day before he disappeared. And I received the brownstone. And then, suddenly, the master's voice came thundering down from the heavens. They don't specify who the master is. He's just a divine being. So, I'll leave that up to anyone to determine who he's supposed to be. The brown stone you have is a key to open the world of evil. This is where Death Toll lives. Come back to me with the stone. So, there we have the stone. Also, this lady disappears, and I do not know where she goes during that thing, to be honest. I noticed that a couple times that after you save this guy, she disappears, and I cannot think of anywhere that she's actually appears at. So here, a voice came down from above. The brown stone you received is one of 6 in this world. When all 6 of these stones are gathered, the gate leading to the world of evil shall be opened. Now, you must go to Greenwood, where the next stone awaits. So, it's kind of, it doesn't really tell you that you have to step on the brown stone. It's kind of implied that you stepped on it earlier to save your game, but this time it has a move option. Just like, oh, a move option. That allows you to move. This is the overworld. And as you can see, we go from the town here down to the woods. And another thing I want to point out is if you look at it, it's like all dead and everything. If I remember correctly, it actually becomes lush the further you get into it. So here we go. We have Greenwood. I'm actually going to save right here. And yes, finish recording. Do you wish to continue? No, I am going to end this here. And next time we head on into Greenwood. This has been Ninja Boy, and I will be back next time with more Soul Blazer. See you guys then.